everyone, and welcome to another product review. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the LA Girl Pro Coverage Illuminating Foundation. This is a high definition foundation that is medium to full coverage, long wearing. It retails for $10 US and comes in 16 different shades, one of which includes this white lightener. So essentially what you could do is you could buy your summer shade for the foundation and then just throughout the rest of the year. So come along fall months, winter months, when our skin tends to lighten up because we're not getting as much sun on us, you can add some of this lightener onto your foundation in order to make it a full year foundation. So that is pretty cool. I like that. That's why I grabbed it, just in case this was a little bit too deep for my complexion. It comes in a 0.95 ounce bottle, which is a little bit shy of 1 ounce, which is what typically comes with a liquid foundation. This packaging is really sturdy, and it comes with a pump, so that is such a bonus because I hate when foundations don't come with a pump. I feel like I waste more that way because I'm not really sure exactly how much to pour on the back of my hand, and then it's just, I just don't like it. I like it when they come with pumps. Less messy, less of a hassle. This foundation is supposed to be a lightweight formula, so comfortable to wear every day, all day long, and it also is paraben free. In addition to that, the formula also has some antioxidants in order to help hydrate the skin and also help its appearance overall. So it has some benefits. As far as how to use the foundation, you can apply it with both a sponge and a brush. I am going to be applying it with my damp beauty blender, but before I get started, I'm going to be color correcting the under eye area. So I'm going to go ahead, do that off camera, and be right back in order to apply foundation onto my face. Okay, so now I am back with color corrector on, and I'm going to zoom you all in so that you can get a better look at my skin up close. I am going to be going for full coverage with this foundation today, so I want you to see exactly the areas that I like to conceal with full coverage foundation. So whenever I'm wearing like medium coverage or sheer coverage foundations, I really don't worry about those spots. I really don't care. It's just, you know, to enhance the skin a little bit. But when I'm going for full coverage, I want those spots in those areas of my skin like just gone, like you can't see them. So, and since they are pretty light, they're not too dark, I would assume and I would expect that something full coverage would get rid of that completely. So anyway, enough talking. I'm going to zoom you all in so that you can take a better look at my skin. Okay, so if you can see here, I have these veins going on here along the sides of my cheek, and then I also have that, I want to cover that up, and I want to cover up these little veins that are going on around the cheek area. And then on this side, I have the same, like similar situation going on with just the veins along the cheek area. Okay, now that you've seen my skin up close and personal, let's go ahead and get started with this foundation. I'm going to start off with just one pump and see exactly how much coverage I get from that one pump. Okay, so I'm going to apply it the same way that I normally would any other liquid foundation, which is just to apply it with my finger and then blend it out using my damp beauty blender. And I think this color is going to suit me without the lightener. Yeah, I think this is pretty good as far as matching. So it's going on really evenly and really easily, blending out really well. Okay, so the one pump seemed to take care of my cheek areas and then down the neck a little bit because I do drag my foundation down my neck. So I'm gonna go ahead and add maybe like another half pump. Perhaps. So 1.5 so far to try to get the rest of my face. So my nose, my forehead, and then just here a little bit in the sides of my face. So it's giving me pretty good coverage. It's really dewy, as you can see, but that's, I mean, it is an illuminating foundation, so that is to be expected. Okay, so now I'm going to zoom you all in so that you can see exactly what it looks like after applying foundation. Okay, so as you can see, it got rid of all the little veins that I want to get rid of. And then on the side, same thing with this side. Veins are gone. It's wearing really comfortably right now. It has a scent that I'm not too crazy about, so there is that. But aside from that, it is wearing really comfortably. I can definitely feel the dewiness of it, so I think it's going to take a little bit of time for it to set in. But it is like illuminating, so I guess that's probably why it is a little bit wet still. I am going to try to kind of tone it down a little bit by just maybe perhaps patting my face with a little bit of my RCMA loose powder, just to try to tone it down, because it does feel just dewy. It feels a little dewy. Not too overly dewy, but it feels dewy. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, finish off the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. Okay, so now I am back with a full face of makeup, and I must say that I like the way that it is wearing. I like the way that it looks. I like the way that it feels. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like I have a whole lot going on. And I don't know, it doesn't feel too dewy. I did have to powder it down a little bit along the cheeks just because it was really intense. But aside, I just did that with whatever residual loose powder I had. After setting my under eye area, I always have to set my under eye area. I just kind of brought that down a little bit, and that is how I kind of toned it down along the cheek area. But aside from that, I really didn't do a whole lot else to it. So yeah, it is currently 11:14 in the morning, so I'm going to try to check back with you all for a midday check-in between 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I will see you soon. Okay, so now I am back for a midday check-in. It is currently 3:28, so a little over 4 hours of wear so far, and it's looking pretty good in my opinion. It's not wearing heavy on my face whatsoever. I don't see the dewiness really coming through after, you know, like I set it with a little bit of powder. It's just here around the like cheek area, and I don't see any dewiness coming through. I didn't set my T-zone whatsoever, and I am expecting that to get a little bit glowy here in the next few hours perhaps. You can't really see it glow right now, but that's typically the spot where I will get oily. If anywhere on my face, it's gonna be my T-zone that gets oily for sure, and I don't see that yet. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to zoom you all in so that you get a closer look at the foundation after about 4 hours of wear. Okay, so as you can see, I feel like it still looks really good. I don't see any of my veins popping through there, and I don't see anything really popping through on this side either. Alright, and that is pretty much it for my midday check-in. I'm going to give this foundation about another 4 hours because I do plan on finishing off my day between 7 and 8, more likely like somewhere in between. So another good 4 hours of wear. I am needed, so I must go, but I will see you soon. Okay, so now I am back. It is currently 7:32, so I've worn this for a good solid 8 hours, and I love this foundation. Let me tell you, I absolutely love it. So I'm going to show you all a close-up of my face so that you see exactly what it looks like on me after 8 hours of wear. Okay, so as you can see, I still can't see anything showing through or peeking through. I don't see the foundation separating in any way or looking any differently. I don't know, I love it. So in conclusion, would I recommend this foundation? And the answer is yes. I absolutely would recommend this foundation to anyone who's asking. I think it's totally worth it. I mean, you do get a big bang for your buck. It's a $10 foundation. It has a ton of shades for being a $10 foundation. And it wears so nicely on the skin. I mean, I built it up here along the cheek area, and it didn't do anything. It didn't separate. It didn't move around. It pretty much stayed put throughout the entire day. It's hydrating, but it's not excessively hydrating to where you feel like really wet or extra oily along the skin, because I have had foundations that do that on me, and it's just the worst feeling in the world. You can't wait to wash it off. This one doesn't do that whatsoever. And I was able to tone down the glowiness of the foundation by just using some loose translucent powder along the cheek area. Toned it down quite a bit, and I don't see it, you know, seeping through. I don't see it like absorbing all of that powder and then still being oily. Granted, I am normal along the cheek area, but I am oily along the T-zone area. So I tend to get oily there throughout the day, especially by the end of the day, I'm really, really dewy along my T-zone. I didn't set that, and it doesn't look too bad at all to me. I mean, it just doesn't look bad. whatsoever. I mean, you would be able to tell, I think, if it was really, really excessively oily there, and it's really not. I mean, man, for what you're getting, $10, I really like it. I like this foundation. I like what it did on my skin. I would say that if you have dry, normal combination skin and you're interested, like you're curious about it, give it a try. Give it a try because I think you would like it. Now, if you have oily skin and you want to steer clear from like the dewy foundations or things that are going to make you look dewy, then this foundation is definitely not for you because I don't think you can get like a matte, like you can't really mattify it completely. It's just, I don't think that that would work. But like I said, if you're any of the other skin types and you're thinking about perhaps purchasing it, go ahead and give it a try. I guarantee you'll like it. I'm pretty sure you'll like it. So. And that concludes today's product review. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly hope that you enjoyed this review, that you found it helpful. Hopefully you did. Let me know in the comment section down below whether or not you've tried it and whether or not you like it, because I can't be the only one that likes it this much, right? I can't. As always, take care, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye.